So, Lewis, welcome to FrightFest. You are here, as the hat says, representing Scared Shitless. How does it feel to be at FrightFest?
It's an honor and a privilege to be here. This is my first feature that I've ever produced, and so, it's gotten a pretty good response so far as festivals go. We had our world premiere at Fantasia in Montreal, and now, we couldn't be happier and prouder to be here at FrightFest. It's an honor. I've been following this festival for a long time, and, just to be among all the other great movies that are playing it's a dream, and I couldn't be happier to be here.
And what was it about this idea that made you want to get involved?
Well, it's the universal fear of being attacked on the toilet, I think. When our writer, who couldn't be here, unfortunately, came to me with the idea of, hey, I have this idea for a horror about a creature that gets that escapes into the plumbing system of a building, starts attacking people through their toilet. Immediately, I thought I could just see the whole movie. Like, immediately, I thought, okay, this is something that's going to connect with people right away, and that's been the response. Mostly, we've gotten a lot of comments saying, "Oh my God, this is my biggest fear. I've always been afraid of this. The fact that there's a movie about this," and some people that hadn't considered it they're like, "Okay, new fear unlocked. This is like a new fear that I hadn't even considered." So I think it was just the concept was so simple and so entertaining, just based on one sentence. Creature escapes into the plumbing system and attacks people through the toilet. That I said, I can't believe this movie hasn't been made yet. And that, to me, is the sign of a good movie. It's like, it feels like a movie that's already been made, but it hasn't. So we said, we got to make it, because I think people will really connect with this concept.
I think one of the great things about this film is it taps into that vein was so rich in horror in the 80s, Critters and Gremlins and things, films which was, man against creature, practical effects. Are you hopeful that this film might help sort of like kickstart a new revolution?
I do hope that. I think there's a big nostalgia component to the film. I know that the writer and also our director, Viv, heavily influenced by the movies that you mentioned, like Gremlins, Ghostbusters was a big one, all those 80s horror movies, because they're a little bit scary, but they're just fun and they're just entertaining. And I don't think that every movie necessarily needs to be so serious or heavy or even horror-filled. Like, it's okay to just watch a movie that's a fun, wild ride, on a Sunday morning or a Friday night over a couple beers or whatever. So, and the practical effects, too, I think people have a real appreciation for that. We've gotten, I wouldn't say oversaturated, but there's so much visual effects now that we see that it's fun to go back to practical effects, and I think that people will appreciate that, and also admire the talent that went into creating the practical effects, and that's all thanks to Steve Kostanski, director of Psycho Gorman and The Void. He did all of our practical effects, and he was great.
And for those that can't be at the screening tonight, where should they be following on social media to find out more updates about future screenings and such?
We'll have everything on our Twitter, which is _Scared Shitless. Our Instagram is _Scared Shitless. Our Facebook, I think, is Scared Shitless Movie. So just check us out on social media, and we'll be updating all the. We're doing a bunch of festivals this fall, and then eventually there'll be news about a release. We'll keep you posted.
Well, good luck with your screening later. Thank you. Cheers. Welcome to FrightFest. You are here, as the hat says, representing Scared Shitless, which is going to be screening later. How are you feeling about the screening?
I'm feeling excited. Yeah, definitely. This is my first time in the UK, first time in London, first time at FrightFest. So, yeah, I'm eager to see how UK fans respond to Scared Shitless, for sure.
And when this idea first came to you, what was it about it that stuck out as something that you wanted to direct?
Essentially, it's all the movies that I watched as a kid and inspired me. Very much, all of that jumped off on the page. Jumped off out of the page onto me, kind of thing. And so, sorry, let me just respond that one more kind of. For me, it was basically it's all the films I watched as a kid, basically that inspired me and made me the director I am. That's what I saw in this movie. It was an opportunity to create something like that. So yeah, for me, it was really kind of a dream come true to kind of create the movie I would love. So it was just something that we came up with.
And you've got Stephen Ogg as your lead, or one of your leads. How is he to work with?
Steve's a dream to work with, absolute dream. Now it doesn't get any easier and then any more fun than that. Now Steve just comes prepared. He's got his ideas, and collaborating with him, finding stuff on the day and everything. He's just been an absolute dream, and he can really one of the few great actors that can really straddle drama and comedy and do it well. So yeah, it's an absolute dream working with Steve.
And are you hoping that, the success of this film could maybe lead to a sequel?
Oh, yeah, very much so. There's definitely sequel plans, trilogy plans, prequel plans, the whole thing. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Lovely. Well, I'm going to let you go and enjoy your screening. Thank you.